Hi everyone. I know that you guys have been waiting for an update. It has been a very long day. Extremely, probably one of the most emotional days I've ever experienced. I will share with you briefly what occurred. I just got over a really big emotional wave. So I'm not ready to go into major details yet because I just don't want to. I don't want to do that again. It's really painful. It's really painful. Sorry. We got to the hospital, and she was already in the MRI, and then minutes later, I saw them come out of the elevators with her, and they were pushing and running back to the room. And I was kind of confused why they were, running back to the room. Like, if they're in an emergency, why are they running to, like, surgery or something? I don't know. I was just like, it was 5 a.m. I hadn't slept all night. I was actually, something inside of me was like, do not go to sleep. Like, something's gonna happen. I thought, well, the night before, I slept like a baby. I got a shower. For all we knew, like, we were good. Yes, I know things can change, obviously. I don't need people reminding me. I was aware that was a possibility. And my mom instincts were like, you can't fall asleep. I'm not gonna let you fall asleep. So my brain just kept me awake. And so I go to the ward and pick up the phone and let them know, like, I know you guys have to hook her back all up. Seems like there's something going on. Can you let me in? I will stay out of the way, but can I please be there? And surprisingly, they said yes. I think it's because after a couple days, they know me, and they know that I'm really respectful, and I also know the importance of what they do and not to get involved. So we go in, and I say me and my best friend, and we go in, and I'm standing there, and people are coming in, getting the gowns and the masks and gloves on. She's got colonized MRSA, which most people have. It's just, she was tested, it was in her nose. But most people have MRSA somewhere in their body. But it's not like an active infection, it's just present. But because the pediatric ICU shares same floor as the burn ICU, they really have to, like, be extra precautious. And multiple people on the floor had the same thing. So you have to wear the gown, the gloves, the mask to go in. So people are coming in. And then more people were coming in, getting their PPE on. And then more people. And then more people. And then before you know it, there was like 30, 40.
Yeah, at least 30-something people,
At least 30 people were coming in, and not every one of them was getting gowns on. A lot of them were just standing there, and they were, like, standing in front of me. And I went mama bear, kind of, and I was just like, I looked over at one of the nurses and I said, "Excuse me, I've never seen this many people needed for what looks like to be a code. Haven't called a code yet, but y'all are, have my daughter exposed, checking, putting all kinds of stickers and all the monitors and stuff on her and trying to hook her back up to the vent. And I can see her pulse was like 170 or so, something like that.
Pulse was in the high 180s.
High 180s. And blood pressure was high. It was nuts. And they said, well, all these other people are standing by because we don't know what's going to happen. And we want to make sure that we have everybody here so that no matter what happens, we're ready. I said, okay. I just didn't know if these were gawkers or not. I was in panic mode, and I needed to watch my daughter. I needed to see what was going on. At the moment, I knew it was going to be traumatic. I knew it was going to be hard to watch. But I knew that I needed to be there to see it. And that's just me personally, okay? So anyway, standing there, and they said that they're about to call a code. So they had everybody ready, and me and Jen just started to pray, and before you know it, the blood pressure came down, heart rate started to come down, everything started to stabilize, and everybody was standing around and just waited. And I swear it felt like an eternity. And I was sitting there shaking, just sweating, shaking, crying, like my hands were like this. It was bad. I'm still feeling like shooken up from it. But she got to be stable. And then people started to leave, and then, we had discussions with the doctor and stuff, and let us know that, although she became stable, what happened was that they do this regularly throughout the night, is checking the pupils for reactivity to light, to see if they dilate or they go really small. Those are signs of swelling occurring in the brain. And if it's getting worse or better. And for the day and a half, 2 days that she was doing great, suddenly one of her eyes were completely dilated, blown out. I'm going to have to make 2 parts of this, by the way, but it seems like a lot of people are invested. I said I was going to make this short. I lied, sorry. Anyway, that's when they realized that they need to, because it wasn't just dilated a little bit, it was blown out, so they had to get her into the MRI. And that's when they called me, told me about it. I came there, and she was already in there. Well, they rushed her back because when they took her off her vent and got her in the travel bed with the bag, and they had her in the MRI, that's when it started to go down, because she was like a plank, like flat, and that increased the pressure in her brain because she's been sitting up. She was flat. Increased the pressure. She had all the vitals increase, and so they rushed her back, and that's when all that occurred. So there is much more to this, so go to part 2.